Okay, I'm back. So, I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say that I'm having something to drink while online. So all of this will be out of sight and out of mind, right? Because I know they're not allowed to drink on television. I don't know exactly how it works in real life. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So, for some reason, it's my own video is not showing up on my own log. Oh, there we go. That way I can see if anybody chats, but what a crazy title, huh? Okay, just pretend I'm not drinking. That's what we'll pretend. And let's see how crazy these cards get. Watch, they'll be more mild. Something will be mild about them. So I left my second lighting in here. I don't know what I did with it, but it'll be somewhere. I want to just get a bunch of Christmas cards done. These are the ones that I found that were done from last year. Oh, those don't count. The pink things don't count. This is one I did this year. These are some from last year. These are just card faces. Let's attach them to something. More card faces. And let's see how many of these I can bang through. So this is 4 of these card faces. Let's just attach them to their card bodies. Oh, and this is a card face that's just started, so he'll come in next. And where are we at? Yeah, this will be easy. So, 1, 2, where do you go? Ooh, you're a little bit big for that, aren't you? He's exactly the size, so I might just trim off the cardboard on this one. And we'll just pick 3 random ones, and I'll attach them later. So you look good there. It'll be 1. You're fine with that one. That one's cute there. And I'm assuming this busybody one would be fine with this one. Okay, so now let's work on this. And do I want him to be square? I think so. So I've been making Christmas cards for a while now. Today and for years, I suppose. Although today does feel like years. And I am just gonna keep pushing through for as long as I can to get these Christmas cards done. And I feel like I've been doing this all week. First, I was pushing through to make the quilt, which I'm telling you what. Once I get a bit of a quorum, I've got a question for you guys, because I'm wondering myself, I'm gonna put little hearts on these corners here. I should put 1 heart right under his bum. Okay. Alright, what's this do? Oh, this is perfect. Let's give it cute corners. Okay, so here's the question I have. Crap, what was my question? I suppose Guinness and crafting doesn't work. Oh, I know what I was going to ask. So in my quilting, there's 100 quilting videos that are going to be better than mine, because I'm somewhat of a beginner. And I didn't do an enormous amount of talking when I was doing the quilting, because quilting is not like card making. I have to really focus. And so then I just sped it up. Then I thought to myself, well, how boring is that to watch someone just stitch, 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 stitch. So that's why I'm having a hard time editing it. They're all completely done. All of my, oh, my tea and the perfect man. Oh. I don't want to trim it off either. You know what? They'll know that it's the perfect man, and I'll fill in that little space. That's what's going to happen. And I'm not going to lose my man. I'm not going to lose my man. Oh, this is killing me, Smalls. Killing me, Smalls. All right, here we go. Get my messy crap off here. And yes, I stained my craft mat, which used to be all nice and clean, so I'm going to have to actually clean it again. All right, let's see how busy we want to do this. Ooh, brown on brown is not looking pretty. Let's see how brown on white looks. Not as bad. Not as bad. So then we need red ribbon. Why? Because I like to. All right, I'm doing the MOUS thing, thing again. Well, hey there, Susan. How have you been? I am just crafting Christmas cards. Okay, I kind of think that works. It's just simple. It's just done. And snip, snip. Where's my snip snippers? There we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to craft enough to be able to send one to every Hartist and all the people that I want to send to in Crafting Mamas in the swap. I'm doing pretty well too. I'm upcycling Christmas cards from last year, as well as magazine crap I cut apart last night. Tossed in, I feel like I'm making a recipe. Tossed in with whatever I feel like doing. I mean, because that's just what I feel like doing. Holy smacka-janoles, my darling, darling Scotty. How have you been? I have missed you. I've missed Crafting Mamas, and then I'm finally able to do Crafting Mamas, and she's not feeling well. So I hope she feels better quickly. Not just because I want her to be here for me. I mean, because that would be selfish. You know, I'm just kidding, right? But I do adore you, Scotty. How have you been feeling? And yes, I occasionally see your updates on Facebook, so I worry about you. Let's ink this. What did I do with all my ink? Oh man, I put all my ink away. Oh, smacka-janoles. I don't really want to do that. Let's get a black pen, see what I can do with that. You know I don't want to get my silver pen out again because I just made a big old mess. I'm singing the silver and gold song while I'm looking for blue. What exactly is wrong with it? Oh, we're going to do the stitch. That's what we're going to do. I just feel like crafting all my Christmas cards, as many as I can get done. I have a lot of them done, but I want more. I suppose I always want more. But I really have missed being online. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're getting better. You know, I do understand why some people do lives as their regular thing. Because, you know, it just feels like you're hanging out with your friends while you're crafting. And then, in the last video, which, yeah, I know, 2 days this week I've done video, like a little overwhelming. I apologize for that. Oh, my shadow is really in a bad spot, huh? Sorry, let me see if I can do that better. No, you don't want to see all that stuff. Yeah, I'm still getting the shadow by putting it there. Hopefully it's not as bad. I'll try to do this little forward so it's not as much of a shadow. That's better. I think I'll put some edging here, maybe color in those little things. Nah, it's done. No apologies. Yeah, I feel bad because when I feel like crafting, and then I want to craft, because, you know, it's not like my husband's sitting across the table from me, or it's not like I can go and say, hey, Scotty, you want to come over and craft this afternoon? Although Scotty, I don't think you'd want to put up with me for that long. So I can get a talking, and then I just get talking, and then you wouldn't have a mute button. You would need a mute button, that's for sure. I think my husband wants the mute button every once in a while. Although, I have a mute button. My mute button exists in the mornings. I don't really do a whole lot of talking in the mornings unless I absolutely have to. I think one of the worst things somebody could do for me is if they told me I had a major presentation that my life depended on and it was before my coffee. I don't think I could handle that. Oh, let's make sure I don't do it upside down again. Okay, we're good. And yeah, I say again because I did it earlier. Little at the top, little at the bottom, and what a simple Christmas card. You guys, if you didn't see it earlier, I'll do a quickie. Oh, thank you. All right, this one, I know it has to go to Jane Sasselos because I put Cher inside, and I don't know if you guys remember, she did pasties of Sonny and Cher, and so I have her hidden behind. This is someone's Christmas card with a door, so I just cut the door open so I could put Cher inside. This one's probably going to go to Shelly because it's a little shoe. And so on this little shoe, you know, shoes and eyeballs, or legs and eyeballs, I don't know. But it's the cutest little dog all curled up by the fire. I didn't really edge it or make it anything like that, but all fancy. But on the inside it says, "We wish Shoe a Merry Christmas." Right, so on the shoe part, that's funny, but it wasn't my idea. That was Faluke's idea. This one I think is my favorite one. It's probably going to go to my brother because his wife, the dearest sweetheart, loves lighthouses. So I did this one earlier today. And this is just some makeup ad at the bottom, some duct tape to make the lighthouse light, a silver paint pen, which I tacked myself with later. And then this is a cutout from a magazine that says Kindred Spirit on top of just some cardstock stuff. And this is also from a magazine. And the lighthouse is from the card they gave to me last Christmas. That's my favorite. Okay, so this one, this one just cracks me up. He makes me laugh. He says, "Ho, ho, ho." And, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. But it says, "You needed more stress, like you need a hole in the head." Get it? You know, it's just silly. Okay, I'm done with the silly now. I'll set that aside. Oh, it's getting stuck on the ribbon I have in the back. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, that wouldn't be different. Why am I thinking it would be different? Hold on. Got to get the fingers under there, and he's good. You needed more stress, like you needed a hole in the head. Okay, this one is Peace on Earth. And so this one just cracks me up because when I was a kid, I loved doing those puzzles, you know, like rock in a hard place. You'd see those puzzles. So you'd see like the word hard, and then you'd see the word rock, and then you'd see place, and then you'd have rock in a hard place. So this is Peace on Earth. I thought that was funny. This is a Harry and David food ad sleigh that I had cut the food out of earlier, and then inserted someone's Christmas card house inside of the sleigh. Oops, I'm gonna mess it up. It's just cute. This is probably the easiest one. This one, you see the reflections on the ice, and then on the back it just says, "Christmas is a season not only of rejoicing, but of reflection." So sweet, though. I'm learning to simplify. Then this one says, "Wishing you joy as you welcome Christmas into your home and heart." And then I doodled like a little kid. You know how when you're doodling around your letters and you're learning to do that? But the bears were so sweet and made me feel all sweet and innocent. Another super simple one like the one I just made. You take the big part of the Christmas card, put the ribbon on the back. I inked up, oh no, I painted the edges with silver, and then that just came straight from the card. Nothing hard about that one. Okay, this one just makes me laugh. This is like, I forget who does the Creeples, but yeah, I needed to make the penguin become Oprah's body, and so that's Oprah inside of her magazine. I think it's this month, I don't know. But it's an Oprah magazine, and yeah, this is her standing on a pile of presents, but now she's a penguin. Oh, Melissa, thank you. This is because I didn't like any of the other backgrounds, so on a folder I used someone else's idea, and I forget who did this, but someone else did this, and so I used their idea to make, oops, I guess I should have glued that down better. This is Harry and David, this is washi tape, these are two things off a card, and then I just drew the little ribbon things. And this is just on a normal manila folder. And this one says, have a joy-filled Christmas. I wish I knew a joy because I would certainly send it to her. And I inked and mucked up the little penguins that I took off of different Christmas cards. And that's it. That's what I have done so far. Now I need to stop talking and get back to playing. So, I love these backgrounds on these cards, so I don't really want to mess them up too much. I mean, I don't want to hide them too much. But I do need to frame them in sometimes because on the card when it goes this way. Oh yeah, that'll look good. So what do we, this one's going to be super simple. Look at this. I can just trim it out like this and put a phrase up top. Now that's a simple Christmas card. Oh yeah, this reusing of Christmas card thing certainly is making it fast and easy. Now, I want the Christmas tree or do I want the wreath? I don't know. Christmas tree. I think the wreath stays on just enough, so we'll put it off just a little bit. And that's what we'll do. Because that's what I say we'll do. Oh, what did I just say? Oh, yep, that size. So we'll put it off just a little bit. Don't put me off. Okay, yes, I know. I'm like a bad cruise where the person is constantly telling really, really bad puns and they want you to laugh at the jokes. Yeah, I can't control it. I can't contain it. And if I'm not doing bad puns, I'm singing the lyrics to whatever I just said. That's how my brain works. It just goes on and on and oh, I went off too far. Like I just wasted that. It's because I was talking. Well, hello, dear Elizabeth. Uh-oh. Jane Sassalos was just giving me a Facebook phone call. And I had to hit decline really, really fast because it glitched my little thing. Oh, did you guys hear my eBay thing? I hope I won. I went shopping. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah. I am just using Christmas cards from last year to make Christmas cards this year. And they weren't even mine. They were the Christmas cards that were beautifully given to me last year. And I thought, what a way to honor these sweet folks. Oh yeah, that might not be enough glue there. Well, if it comes up, then I'll just put extra tape right there. If not, then we'll be happy that it didn't. That's what I say. Oh, it's doing okay. It's not coming up. Smack-a-janolis. I can't see your chat because my little thing quit. There we go. I'll just reload it. All right. I don't want to have it just like that, so let's put this pretty little felt right on the back side. Somebody's Christmas card had like this felt trim all the way around. It was so pretty. Put it right there. Yeah, that's pretty. Let's do the smaller one. No, we're not going to do the smaller one. I lied. We're going to do the bigger one. The smart thing for me to do would be to actually measure something. Will it not go lengthwise? I don't think so. It was too small for lengthwise. I'll show you when... Well, no, I won't show you. All right. Eyeball it just at the hair of past up there. Slivers and bits. Oh my gosh, I want Santa in the sky now. And I bet you I have one. From a newspaper? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Santa in the sky is okay right there. With or without the ribbon. Yeah, I'm thinking with the ribbon. I like that pop of red up there. Yep, with the ribbon it is. Oh my gosh, now, Faluk, I just showed them your, if the Oh, the if the shoe fits card. Yeah. I already forgot what the inside said. Okay. Uh-oh, you said without. All right, we'll save the with for the next card. And you know what? I don't even know what the next card's going to be. But how about I just automatically put it on? Let's do that. That's what we're going to do. And this needs some glue from the glue stick. Trash pile. Do you guys see this crazy mess with the silver? Oh, I made the biggest mess earlier. You should have seen my fingers. I do not know how to craft clean. I do not know how to cook clean. But yet, I mysteriously have a fairly clean house. So sometimes I wonder if it has to do with what other people expect of me. I've never lived alone. I've always had kids. And now that I don't have kids, well, I've always had kids and a husband, except for when I was a single mom, which means I was still not alone. And I have a husband, so I'm not alone. So I really, 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 really wonder, would I have a clean house if I lived on my own? I don't know. You're right. No Dasher, no Dancer, and there's not even a chimney here. We need a chimney. Let's put one right there. He just needs a chimney in that little house. All right. Mucked it up for a little chimney. We're good to go. All right. Another one bites the dust. Another one does. Another one does. Another one. Let's do something big. I don't feel like doing a card. Let's do this one. Like this finger. Oh, I can't get all the fingertips. But it does look kind of cute coming across the card like that. Too much red? Or is it just fine? I say it's just fine. Done. I'm just going to put it just like that. How easy it is to craft when using magazine pages, right? They do the art for me. I don't even have to think. I just have to sit here and look pretty behind the camera where people don't even know. Okay, I have to pretend to actually know what I'm doing when I'm gluing the thing. Man, that shadow was annoying. I wish I had my little shiny thing. You guys see how messy I am. I need that under thing again. All right, here we go. I need to get these fingers down. I have all the Christmas cards from all the years, except for last year now. All right, there we go. Let me make sure I get a good edge right there. All right. I really like this one. Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. I had no idea. I was thinking, why am I even cutting this out? I'm not going to use this. Now I'm looking at it going, oh yeah, this one is fabulous. Oh, look, I glued even the bottom part. Wonder if I can use the bottom part for something else at the top of it. All right. Let's do that. I'm kind of enjoying this process now. So I'm done with this card and I'll start that on the next card. Oh man, this is like clusters. It's teaching me not to think so hard. But look, isn't that cute? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Oh, if you guys are typing towards me, can you do it in all caps? Because I swear, I'm getting blinder by the minute. And some days I can see just fine. Other days I can't see diddly squat. I wish I knew what that was all about. Oh, look at that. Now we have the beginning of this card. What do we want to do with it? got like a little mistletoe right here. Let's do the mistletoe. And I'll even trim it out in the red trim. This little dog is so cute. I wish they knew that I was going to trim this card and reuse this card, because they made his paw go over where it says come true. So that means that I have to figure out how to use the dog and the phrase on one page. Thank you, Faluke. And thank you for the bless you. All right, here we go. Oh, that doesn't look good there. What if we did it sideways? Do you look good there? I don't know about that. You're not going on this page. Off you go. Let's get another card. Need something playful and sweet, and I'm running out of Christmas cards. Smacks. So that means that I need to just do something else on here. It'll be this lady. This lady's going on here now. And actually, she's kind of perfect on here. So again, I need to put you where I'm not creating a shadow, but I want her long ways, because short ways I lose too much of her body. Although it does dangle more of these. Long ways here, I cover up that white spot. Oh, that just sounds wrong. But yeah, I like that. Oh, I can't do it that way because then it'd be backwards. Woman, stop with the backwards thing. Okay. Her arm is bent right there, but that's not going to change. And you're going to go here. What if you went down? Nope. Here. Yep, there you are. How about we just glue it and put the dang thing down? I need to stop thinking about it. That's what we need to do. That's really good background paper. Dagnabbit. So now with the glue, I should probably do the gel medium, huh? Then I'll have more control. Because I worry that I don't have a delicate finger and not bending her even more than I already have. All right, here we go. Oh, it says happiness and blessed on the back side. I must have been reading some friendly sweet magazine. I have to tell you, I was just cutting through a magazine, not the Oprah one, another magazine a couple days ago that was called Mantra Wellness. Holy smacks, I almost wanted to cut every page because there was so much good stuff on there. You could make a whole journal out of one Mantra Wellness, although you probably should because they're freaking expensive. I bought it at Whole Foods. We just had one put in, so I think our city's finally starting to be recognized as a big city. Not just Naples has a Whole Foods. Oh, I don't need to go down this far on her low body. Look at that, I'm so slow, her head is wet. Oh, I meant to say dry. Her head is dry. Okay. Did anybody find out yet whether or not I'm allowed to have a drink of Guinness while on doing a live? Does anybody know that? I really don't know. All right, she's gonna go right here. Her head's going right into the crevice of that. And then dress you right there. Oh yeah, it looks like I know what I'm doing here. That is cute. I really like it. How about I just keep pretending I know what I'm doing until it looks like it, and bam, it works. All right. Well, I can't put this one on the next page, that's for sure. But we've run out. So now back to the dog. Okay, it says drink even. I really need new eyeballs. Some days I can read the crap. Does anybody know what that is? Where you can read some things some days and you can't read crap other days? I really need to get to an eye doctor and see if it's migraine related or if it's something new. I don't want anything new, so I don't want to go to the doctor. Is that stupid? I can get my husband. Thank God my husband goes to the doctor. He wouldn't be here today. Boy, is that a miracle. Scotty, did you hear all about that? Oh, man. That is amazing. Let's just hope that, because he's not allowed to stay on the medicine he's on for a long period of time. So what we're hoping for now, and this is what I need everybody to keep in tune with and keep up with the woo-woo, because certainly once he's told he can no longer take this medicine, which has horrible long-term side effects, we don't want to go right back to where we started. That's my fear. It's my big fear. So I guess I'm not really teaching you guys anything. I'm just hanging out with you guys. Is that okay? Because, you know, we all know how to trim out Christmas cards. We all know to use our old Christmas cards for new things. I mean, we've made ornaments and tags and what else have I made out of old Christmas cards? I don't know. Books. There you go. There's another one. Books as in journals, not like highly intense archival shenanigans. That's my favorite thing in the world to do. And making my daughter's, her baby book, which doesn't look like a normal baby book. It looks like a junk journal. But making that baby book was a whole version of bliss for me. And there's so much love in it. I hope she appreciates how much I adore her, and I can't wait to see the sweet baby. Trash in the bin. Okay, I'm rambling. What is sticking to me? What crap's sticking to me? I feel like this should be on the inside. Oh, he doesn't even fit. Look at him poking out. Alright, I found a way to make him fit. Look at this. It just says like this. No, it doesn't work like that. How far can we do this? That's the furthest I can go over here. And it goes left and right. May all your Christmas wishes. Guys, how about I decorate the inside? Ooh, I have a better idea. I have this weird 2-layer card. What if I did it this way? May all your wishes come true. Then you have to put it in there like that. The person may or may not notice it. And I'll trim off that excess. Oh, you made a baby book for him too? I would love to see pictures of it. Oh, where's my glasses? This woman cannot see diddly squat. I need to see. I love the whole junk journal Christmas card thing. It's so cute. All right, this is what I'm doing. This is how it's gonna go. How do I want to glue it on? The hard questions, right? They're really hard questions. Double-sided stick tape. That's how I want to glue it on. A little tape here and a little tape there. This card came from my aunt. My aunt in Texas. Oh my gosh, I have a funny Texas thing somewhere around here. I have been at it all day, Malia. I do the cards, I eat. I do the cards again, and I eat again. Oh, at least I'm eating. I mean, I suppose that's progress compared to way back in the day. You know, the shadow is bugging me. Is it really bugging you guys? Because it's really bugging me. All right, I'm going to use the sticky tape on him. All right, but what she wrote is, I don't make cards as cute as you do, but I send fudge. And her fudge was peanut butter fudge, and it was flipping amazing. It was the family recipe. And you want to know something horrible? And I hope she doesn't watch my videos, on this video anyway, because she gave me the secret recipe. And it's in one of my junk journals. I have no idea which junk journal, because she told me this is secret. Don't let anybody get their hands on it. Okay, so I did that. So I hid it, and now I can't find it. Oh man, I need another sip. I milk a beer so freaking long. It takes me forever, because when I take a sip, I take the tiniest sip. You know, but it's a Guinness. You have to enjoy the little sips. And I have to tell you, I had marshmallows the other day because, what did I need marshmallows for? I don't remember. Oh, here we go. I feel like he should be balancing something on his nose too. There we go. So I had marshmallows the other day, and in my and then I had it with a Guinness. And there we go. Oh, that is cute. Something should be right here. Oh, we know what goes right here. The original mistletoe that was there. Oh, this should be underneath. Hold on. Do you still fit underneath? Nah, that's too much of the same card. We need something different. Could send this one to the sun. May all your wishes come true. And then I put a little woman inside. He really needs to find someone who treats him as well as he treats women. I swallowed wrong. Excuse me. Now I can hardly speak. That's what I get for swallowing wrong, or maybe I shouldn't be talking about my son. Poor guy. He's had his heart broken so many times. Woof. All right, I feel like it needs more. It's definitely not enough. You guys hear my voice is like gone now. It just disappeared. That looks really gross. I have a cute pair of scissors, but it just didn't fall in the right place. Oh, man. Yeah, we need something. We need something. I don't know what the something is, but the something's coming up here soon. All right, I'm going to come back to this one. I don't consider this one done. Oh, how about we doodle it? That's what we'll do. We'll just doodle it. And my brain's not in the mood to doodle, so nope, we're not doodling it. Off it goes. It'll go back to the bottom of the pile, and I'll come back to it at some point. Okay, let's put the little angel away. Actually, we could use the little angel. I haven't done one of those in a while. This one's so cute. It says Merry Christmas on like a little tree thing like this. I don't want to cut out the whole thing though. Could just do the bow down to the Merry Christmas. Because I don't want to feel like I'm stealing cards. This one came from a crafty mama friend, Fiona Jane. I think that's what I like about doing this into the Christmas cards. Merry Christmas, and see, and then when I get stuck on what to write on the inside, I can just use these little Christmas insides. I'll be happy. Set you aside. Probably need you for glue in a minute. All right, fussy cut with the big scissors when I have little scissors right next to me somewhere. They're just lost on the table. Oh, no, we didn't. We are not fussy cutting with those. We'll just get another pair of little scissors. So when I go traveling and we go in the truck or something, I often will forget my little fussy cutting scissors and only bring the big ones. The same way when we go somewhere in the winter and my husband always forgets his jackets and buys a new one. I don't even know how many jackets he has. Okay, we'll go around the snow cone. I mean, the snow cone. Oh my gosh. Malia's in the house and I'm thinking snow cones. Okay, Malia, do you still have the ice cream thing? And have I missed saying hello to anybody? Because I feel like I probably have. And if I have missed you, it's because I'm blind as a bat right now. Well, not quite as a bat, but, you know, that would certainly be exaggerating. Something green. Yes, I agree. It just needs something more fun on that page. It's just lost. Don't ask me what I'm focusing on when I fussy cut. It's just whatever I get to when I get there. I don't want the whole image. Oh, oh, oh. Uh-oh. Oh, at least my voice is full on back now. Oh, that feels better. I feel like I'm... You know how you try to hide that you still have to cough? I know we've all been there. Don't pretend that's just me. All right, we're coming close to the S. Woohoo! All right. Now I have to just get it up there. And I'm not going to make any jokes on that one. Oh, you have it shut down for the winter. Here, you could probably sell ice cream in the winter, so you know what that means. That just means you should move to Florida. I'm going to have to bundle up to go to Arizona. And people are probably going to Arizona to get out of what they consider cold, but for me it's really cold. I love this pink flower. Holy smacka-janoles, that is a pretty flower. Now I want to draw. That pink flower is going to be the focal point now in my head. That is really pretty. All right. Don't cut off the ribbon, woman. Can you even see how sparkly this paper is? It is wickedly sparkly. And I feel guilty for kind of cutting that off, but we can use it somewhere else. Oh yeah, that just makes me happy. This C needs to be a little cleaner. Okay, a little bit more. There we go. And now you have ice cream in the winter here in Wisconsin. See, I totally agree. Ice cream for winter. Oh, look how cute that is. Even with the polka dots. Oh man, I like this one. I think it needs some vintagey something. Let's go with the vintagey red right here. Oh, that flower gets hidden. We're not doing that. Let me see. Nope, too red. Let's go back with this guy right here. I had him earlier, I just had to take him off. That's not bad. Then I'll go around the words Merry Christmas. Now, see, not having it. Not having it. Is it bad that it's just simple, just like this? I don't want the red. Maybe we go with, what other ribbons do I have? I have this one. That one's nice. We'll go with that one. Now, I'm going to see some of the sticky because that's just how it's going to be. And double-sided stick tape ran away. There we are. So, I have the need to do a pocket again. So maybe my next one's going to be a pocket. I feel like I'm overusing the Christmas cards. So blingy. Let me see if I can cut some of this off. Oh, he's a little wonky. Let's make him more straight. That's good. Now we have two pretty little Christmas trees and funky little shapes. Let's see how my funky little shapes go, because I'm good with those. You gave your nurses little gifts last week during your treatment. When you left, there was green gift. That's fabulous. You know what? It's just our fairy dust. That's all. If Elizabeth Brewer is still here, it's definitely our unicorn dust. She's such a sweetheart. I hope she's feeling better. Oh, that looks pretty. Do the Merry Christmas right here. So simple. My gosh. I totally feel like I'm cheating. All right, my chat is buffering, but my thing is still going, so... my phone is still going, but my chat is buffering. That's horrible. So I'm still mad at Comcast, and that is because I'm getting download speeds that vary, everything from 3 megabits a second to 150 megabits a second. And I don't remember what my speed is supposed to be, which way's right side up. Whatever it is, I can guarantee you it's not 3. I'm even rounding. It was as low as 2.5 one time. All right, I don't want the green. I don't want the red. I mean, I don't want the, it's just called blue, green. Here's the green I want. Let's do this one. All right, and we're just gonna give it some edging. Oh my gosh, we're gonna give it some messy edging now. So now it's gonna be messy because I just made a mess. Dag nabbit. That's what we're doing. All right, well, if you guys are chatting, I can't see it for a bit because my thingy just decided to turn off. But it says I'm still on, so we'll go with that. And I'll go all the way around it with the same mess. This pen is probably 10 years old, maybe more. And it still has ink. I have to say, I'm impressed. I have a whole stack of pens that are almost the same age. And some even older. And did it catch up to live? Oh, well, that's nice. So it just kicked on. So now, if you said something that you wanted me to see, if you could repeat it, that would be nice. If not, feel free to Guinness amongst yourself. So, weird fun fact, and this is a really weird fact, is I don't like beer. I really don't like beer. And the only beer I like, what a weird topic to be on while making Christmas cards, but the only beer I like is Guinness, which a lot of people are like, oh man, that's the only beer I don't like. So I suppose it kind of makes sense, but it's just, for me, it tastes more creamy, and I'm more of a root beer kind of person. All right, that looks better to me. I don't even know if you guys can see that on here. My messy, look at this mistake right here. That's what I had to cover up for. It went way out there. Okay, we'll consider this cupcake done. I may add more to all of these later before they get sent out, because I do that a lot. We have another really easy one. It's this one. It says the giving tree. So the top of the tree, let me see, the top of the tree should be about right here. I'm drawing a little dot for myself. Maybe you just put a little red dot. Oh, I can't even see the red dot, but I'll follow up on it. I'll find it. All right, so now we're gonna create a tinier tree. Why? Because that's what I feel like doing. I took a bite out of giving. That's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. Now the giving tree fits. I did make him too small. But that's okay. That just means I have room. I'm so used to working on a card back that I didn't realize how much I depended on having a layer within a layer within a layer. Oh, here's a fun one. I wonder if I can blend them together. Nope. Color is too much, but that's so cute. All right, which way do you open? Ooh, I would have done that upside down. All right, let's do this one instead because it just told me to. I'm gonna have him right there. I just had a couple of ladies fly by. Oh, there we go. You can't even see the polka dots hardly. So it almost seems like a waste on the polka dot paper. Is there one paper that I have a lot of? I guess it is the polka dot paper I have a lot of. All right, we'll be fine. I won't stress about it. And something goes right in the middle. No, no. That is not going to work right there. Those are the trees we just made. Doesn't this remind you of Tracy? It's Nana's place. One of her paintings with the water flowing out. All right, where's the bottom of my card? Right about there. All right, that kind of works. I don't know. I think so. We'll stick with that, and that's our design. So first things first, I need to see how wide you are this way. You trim me off. And I am not bringing my big trimmer out. That is just not gonna happen. So I am just gonna eyeball it. And pretend I'm not doing it this way. But that's just how I want to do it. And now it's taken me longer to do it this way than if I would have grabbed the big trimmer. Okay, there we go. We're all nice and smooth now. And it's at the top. So let's smooth it out this way. And that'll work. And then I can trim the rest by hand, okay? Okay, hold on 1 second. From all that time ago, my chat had frozen. Okay. I was thinking, man, oh, you didn't like beer either? Yeah, see, I cannot stand the flavor of regular beer. And I tried to like it because, you know, for that little window where you try to be cool, to be like other people, and you want to have a beer instead of a different kind of drink. Now, I did finally find a couple of drinks I liked over the years. And I'll tell you a funny one, since, you know, it is Guinness and crafting, so I might as well tell these kinds of stories today, because I probably won't in the future. But I was reading some book. I don't even know what book I was reading. But in the book, it said, and this is like my first year of working at the fancy place. And in the book, it said that this classy lady poured herself water into a crystal glass, wouldn't drink out of plastic. And, you know, I always found myself to be very insecure, thinking that at the time that I was not a classy lady. And I was still learning what it meant to be a classy lady. So I thought that this book was telling me how to be a classy lady. And so then, oh God, I love this one. So then, the book also said that she drank White Russians. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna try that, because my first drink was a tequila sunrise, which was just okay. It's not something that, you know, I thought was all that great. Just getting the corner. And yeah, I'm not a good gluer, so don't watch me for the gluing tactics. I really should stick with just gel medium, because I like doing it that way. But it's kind of pricey, and the glue stick is, besides more economical, I like to say it's easier, but no, I actually think the gel medium is a little easier. But yeah, so for years, my standard drink was the White Russian. And then I heard there was a drink called a Black Russian, because someone said a joke. And so I said, okay, well then, oh, let's ink this tree. I have this ink. And so for a while, my only two drinks were a White Russian and a Black Russian. My very first drink was a tequila sunrise, because the bartender asked me a bunch of questions and then ended up giving me a tequila sunrise. And I suppose first drink, being in Arizona, is appropriate that it be tequila, because they have all those agaves. Not that it was made locally or anything, but now I'm not only covered in glitter, I'm covered in ink. I might as well bring out that pretty little silver pen. But I like it better that way. Then they have separation. Where'd my little guy go? Here we go. You know what? Let's do this. I have 2 trees, and I want to make these 2 trees have little bases. So this is just a border. They have these little 2 trees right here. And I bet you we can just trim off the trees to look like trunks. And just make trunks. You get heartburn since you had kids. You know what's funny? And this is really, really weird, and I'm not sure why this is. But I used to drink a whole lot less. And then my husband stopped drinking altogether with his heart thing. And then all of a sudden, I now drink more. And he doesn't drink at all, which is backwards. It is so backwards. So I don't know. I don't know why I mean, it's not like I drink a whole lot. I drink maybe a couple of times a week, if that. I'll have a beer. All right. I like the tree here, so we'll just put you right there. And I like the tree here, so we're going to put you right there. And I stuck them upside down. It's no big deal. I can eyeball where they were. There we go. And which one do we like in the front best? Let's put the crooked one in the back. Oh no, he's too tall. Crooked one in the front. Oh, we can layer it like that. I like it better. But according to perspective, the one that's, this one should be in the back. All right, good for me, good for you. I almost look like a sailboat. A bottle of wine that hasn't been opened for over a year. See, that's the old me. I don't know. And done in... Oh, hey, have at it. How are you doing? You know, and I feel bad if... I almost feel like when people join me in the lives, I'm so nervous about forgetting to check my chat often enough to make sure I say hi to everyone that I don't want to upset anyone. Oh, I kind of like this page. This page is turning into be one of my most entertaining ones. All right, I'm gonna chop you off. About here. About where it gets wide. And see where that goes. And then oh, I can get the whole thing on there. That's exciting. So I'll glue down my little guy here, but I have to use the glue stick. All right, we'll use the back of Fiona's card. Well, I love the name Joe. I have an aunt that's no longer with us who was the sweetest lady. God, I have a story for everything tonight. Maybe I should do Guinness and crafting more often, then I'd have a good excuse. But the sweetest lady. And she didn't like to call me Carolyn. She liked to call me Angel. Just totally cool with me. Oops, I want you a little bit higher. And I've already told that story. But her name was Joanne. It's a fabulous lady. Sweetheart. Very inspirational. Alright, and we want to put you here. I'm going to lift this little face up for a little bit. Because you want to go right there. And my hands are all sticky. That is a great name. Holy smackajanoli, that is a really pretty name. Oh, look, I lost a little penguin right there. Okay, and then we get to cover up where the two things don't fit, and it actually looks like one thing. You can't even tell where this one blends in with that one. Holy smacks, that's awesome. Alright, put you down here at the very bottom, and put you right there. Woohoo, I like this page. Alright, now it's time to trim it up a little bit. No, I only need scissors for that. It only came off a tiny little bit of the edge there. He's good. Alright, I like this one. Yeah, that's good. On to the next. Ooh, that's blingy too. Bling bling. I'm sorry, I'm such a child. Next. Right, this one is just words and edges. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this one. Good words on the inside too. This is from Cheryl in Crafting Mamas. Peel this off. Go for your words. She has the cutest little puffy gingerbread sticker right there. Alright. See if I can cut these out like this. Let me see if I can do that. And oh yay, and it fits. So my concern was that it may be too long to fit in here, but now I can get them all. Oh, that's a close one. I can make it straight, I promise myself. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be the funniest crafting test if somebody was drinking and you had to make them walk a straight line? Or cut a straight line? Or you shouldn't be working with sharp tools under this condition. That kind of, I don't know. I'm being a little ridiculous, but that would be me. I should have remembered what it said in what order. And this matches these guys so well. All right, just trim you up this way and make you as tight as I can to the words. All right, now let's see if you fit. The window panes. The word "the" doesn't. Does anybody even remember what it said? Is that all there was? That can't be it. Did I lose something? Oh no, there it is. All right, I have an idea. Let me see how this turns out. And hopefully they're different sizes. Candy canes, snow frosting. Oh, not quite different sizes. Let's make this one smaller. Lose the comma. Trying to make a little pink tree. Oh, if I go this way, snowflakes, frosting, sprinkles, and I get rid of this. Then we'll do a tree this way. It would be nice if the word candy was smaller than canes, but it's not. I could try to make it fit down at the bottom here. Make it one word. And then a little something at the top. So she doesn't fit. We'll find something that does. And then this is definitely going to have to go on some kind of a background, because this background is not the right background. These are little rakes upside down in here. Hold on. Get in there. Oh, goodness. That might work. Oh yeah, that kind of works. Sprinkles and frosting and snowflakes. Like this. A little crooked. That's a wonky little Christmas tree. All right. For now, that one's gonna work. And we need it on the background. That's a bell. I could just put candy cane straight. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I think I do like the ornaments. So my background, what is it going to be on? I know I have candy canes over here, but this one gets like her own party. Look at that. Isn't that like the perfect thing to put on there? I have to trim out the white space in that. So, sprinkles and frosting and snowflake candy canes. I can fit you here. And that's what we'll do. So I gotta actually pull out the big cutter to make sure I measure this properly. Oh, the big cutter's on the other side right here. Hold on. Ooh, we almost had a catastrophe. Look at this. This big cutter just wants to be a mess here. All right, how big are we? So just over 5.5 by 4.25. So let's make it 5 by 3.75. If I take off a whole inch, would it fit? That would be nice. No, I don't want to do it that way. 5 by 3.75 will go this way. And if it doesn't fit, then we'll do it differently. And yep, I am okay with pink and red on the same thing. That last part's on the window panes, but the window panes just didn't fit. See? All right, I think candy canes will just barely fit. That works. Then we take snowflakes crooked. Frosting here. Make frosting a little bit smaller. And snowflakes a little bit smaller. Yeah, that works. So now when I put it on the shiny card, it doesn't overwhelm it. And so then we need to find the bulb and see how high we want the bulb to be, which overlaps it a little bit. Okay, that card works for me. And I can just add color on it. I don't know, what do you think? Is it okay? I think so. Okay, good. I'm glad you like it, because I was stressing a little bit on this one for some reason. I had to think it and think it and think it and then overthink it. But now you know I'm doing the lady with the jewels and the candy canes, and she can just hold her own on that piece of paper. All right, put you down here. No, I'm not toasted yet. I can still cut a straight line. I don't know if I can draw a straight line. And I can't get toasted on one beer anyway. I don't really... You guys hear that lovely train? We have a train off in the distance, and sometimes it sounds so close. It's crazy. So this new house, well, I guess it's an old house. I think I've told you guys. It was built in 1910, and we absolutely love this house. Oh, look how wonky that one is. So maybe I can't cut a straight line. All right, this is gonna go down, but I'll decide it after I put the first few down. Okay. kind of giving me the feeling of a Christmas tree. I have another card kind of like this. I borrowed the idea from someone a long time ago. I don't even know where I saw it from. I think it was Pinterest. Those two being almost the same size makes it look less like a sprinkles, frosting, snowflakes, candy. Oh my gosh, I put Cane's candy. Guys, did you see this? Oh man, that's funny. All right, guys, I have Cane's candy on here. That is ridiculous, but it's awesome. I'm okay with it. At least it didn't totally get destroyed. Yes, I'm sending these out as Christmas cards. I have a few family members that I'll be sending them to, but mostly the Crafting Mamas card swap. And I enjoy doing that. And on the Crafting Mamas card swap, it doesn't actually, let's see how low I can get this now so I can cover up the other one. We don't have a particular number of people to send it to, so the answer will be as many as I get done is how many I'll send out. And line this up so it looks like one word, even though it's two words. Just pretend it's one word. Use my heat gun. Oh no, I cannot handle the sound of a heat gun. That is not going to happen. In fact, I just bought embossing powder and I'm about to do an experiment with the embossing. Oh, I don't want to put that down yet, remember? I'm going to do an experiment with the embossing powder. I have a hot plate that I use for when I'm doing crafts outside, and I use an extension cord and a hot plate. And I'm going to have, okay, hold on, I have to think for a second. There we go. I don't really want the top of this bulb any further than the top of the card. Okay, there we go. Let's make you even. I like you better that way. So I have a hot plate and I have embossing powder, and I am not like most people. I cannot handle the sound of the heat gun because I live with a permanent migraine. It just doesn't go away. And so I am going to try to see, and I'll do this outside in case there's something hanky that happens. But I'm going to try and see if I can use the hot plate with the embossing powder. And I know that water will allow the embossing powder to actually stick. So my experiment is going to be, first I dip whatever I want to dip in water, which will probably be a pen. So I'm probably going to write with it, or do just simple designs with the water with a watercolor pen. No, not a watercolor pen, just a water brush. That's all I mean. And so then hopefully I'll be able to do embossing, because I've never been able to do it because I just cannot handle, even for a short period of time, the sound of the heat guns. I am that person who throws off the headset if I'm watching somebody do a live and they turn on that heat gun. I'm like, whew, it goes flying off. Now, I think it's adorable that Crafting Mama's Shelly has what she calls her man gun. I think that's, oh my gosh, it almost fits. So I am going to snip off the bit just because I want to. And this one I think is done. Yeah, he's cute. So let's, well, yeah, I think he's done. I'm done gluing, but I want to use my red pen to outline things because that's what I want to do. And this, I think, is a, I don't know what this is, Galaxy marker. Oh, it is a paint pen also. But this one always works. There's no shake, there's no crazy, there's no make me mad. It just always works. It says it's a paint pen. That is kind of nice. It just finishes it. Makes me feel like it's finished anyway. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that from your perspective. So my husband made dinner tonight. It's so sweet. He made a leg and thigh with, ooh, I don't really want to go on here because I'm going to do it anyway. It's not bad. Okay. He made leg and thigh plus asparagus. Chicken leg and thigh, not like human leg and thigh. All right, we're good. The heat gun, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I'd want to keep my hot plate up and running all the time to remove the sticky. All right, done. I don't know why I keep opening it. That's a dorky side of things. What's going to be next? Oh, I know why I kept opening it. Because on the inside, I was going to do on the window panes. That way it was the same. Oh, look at that. It's almost one of those reversible words. On the window panes. All right, yeah, we can do that. Except not like that. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do the inside or just leave it? I'll set that aside and we'll go straight to our candy cane finger later. Yeah, we're gonna do here, which means I do need to trim off all the candy canes. Except for one. And this came out of, I think, an Oprah magazine just now, and if not, then it came out of an old magazine. Because I did last night trim out of an old magazine and an Oprah magazine. Look at the back of this paper, too. How fabulous is the back of it? So I'm going to salvage some of the jewels. Just because that's my hoarding problem. There we go. I don't really hoard anything except for craft supplies. I have a lot of craft supplies. Actually, to be fair, I have thinned out my craft supplies enormously over the last few years, and then with the foundation, even more so. Because if I feel like I'm short on something, or if I feel like I want to add something to a package, or not me being short on it, but on something that I feel like I want to send to others, then I'll use my own craft supplies because it just feels right. I'm not the best cutter, so hopefully they see that and accept it as it is. And we will get all of that on there. How cool is that? That's exciting. Okay. So now try to keep it as straight as I can. And we have success. And I can trim that off later. And once I put the color around the outside of it, it'll be fine. Glue stick. Back side of a card. Oh, that's such a pretty card. I have to use this one. Oh, don't rip it. See, you know I'm not a delicate person when I lift it up like that. And you guys are going, no, you're going to rip your sticker. Yeah, I don't have words. I didn't mean sticker. You know what I mean. All right, and on to here. I am just going to use this line. Woohoo! I like this one. I feel like I didn't have to do anything. It's just so darn cute. Ah, it is. It's so cute. Okay, a little bit of glue right there, just to get that last little piece, because she does have a finger, but we can't see it all. Okay, so around the candy cane, I'll do the red just to give it a more smooth thing, kind of like a shadow, but not a good one. My brain will just see it how I want to see it once I put the marker on there. There we go. Go under a little bit. Now it doesn't look so edgy to me. Now, what words do we want to put on this one? That would be smart. Did I already? Sometimes I just want to lift it up because I changed my, oh, not going to happen. That's okay. Not going to happen. Need little words. Oh, and these are the words. Naughty or nice. Don't need any of that little green stuff. Just start it right there. And it'll just say naughty or nice. Yeah, I'm good with that. If I back it on something though, it'd be cuter. No, not with the purple, green, and red. Just plain. Deep lane, deep lane. How could, what is that from? The Love Boat? Well, your hubby's home. All right, I'll see you later, Joe. You take care. Nice having you hang out with me for a little bit. I should have done something underneath besides just the picture and the words, but and then make it feel like it's some other piece of art, but I just like it like this. This makes me happy. put that a little bit higher. That's okay. So we'll have it come down here. Get rid of the green right there. And right there. Naughty or nice it is. Next. I still have a lot. Guys, you don't want to put up with me for this long, do you? Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Because that's what I'm going to do. No. It's trash now. Oh, that one's... Oh, wait. I forgot. Oh, Fantasy Island. That's what it's from. I forgot about this. You know what? I decided I'm just going to put it on the window panes. And I'm going to make it messy like that. On the window panes. Yeah, like that. I'll make it more evenly apart. Deep Lane. I do remember that show, but I don't remember anything about the show. I just remember the character. Okay, I remember that the show existed, not that I actually remember the show so much. Maybe that's what gets me, is I feel like I have to do something on the inside when I don't feel like I've done enough on the outside. That makes sense. Makes sense to me anyway. I have a really easy one coming up on the next one because there's not going to be much space outside of what I want to put on there. So I think I'll just do a nice background. With the manger scene. Because that's what I want to do next. Oh, good night, sweetie. Good night, my sweet Elizabeth. My gosh, she's such a sweetheart. If I haven't said this already, you guys really should subby each other. I do know most of you, so you probably already have. But just in case you haven't, make sure I have this here. There we go. I am going to cut off the manger. Make sure I don't cut off people's heads. So I'm currently going after the 3 wise men and trimming them out. Where's my little scissors? Look, I gotta grab another pair of little scissors. I'm gonna keep doing that until I have like a pile of 4 scissors on here. Let's assume he has a beard because I don't see where his face ends. Okay. I'm meant to have a big bubble circle behind Jesus' head. There we go. And now I'm singing a song. And I won't torture you, but I'm singing "O Holy Night." Yeah, I'm torturing myself now with my own voice in my head. So we need a new song. Has anybody got any good ones? Then you can start singing for me. What else is there? So I have one more shepherd. And I know he was born in a manger, and I know I'm supposed to keep him in a manger. But earlier, Lynn's daughter wanted them to be in a house, so I just put them outside. All right, so now, with this as the background, I'll lose people for sure, so I want to keep the wise men over here. And decide where I want to keep this at. All right, that's what we'll do. We'll pull out the big gun cutter again. Oh, you know what'd be more fun? Is if I actually it would definitely be more fun if I just ripped it out. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I trim off the two sides. So I'll rip the top and I'll rip the bottom and then trim the two sides. Where's my top needle? Let's rip the top first. And now do we like them over with the... No, that bird doesn't look right over here. So we have to have them over here. Left side. Okay, and then we could just do 50-50 here. No, I like them all the way. Okay, so let me see. If I rip you there, but I want to see the white of the rip. Here and here, and put you there. I do feel like it's wrong of me to use this pretty polka dot paper. So I'm going to go into my stash and see if I can find an undone card. Just pretend you don't hear all that mess back there. This is my stash of cards. And see if I can find one that's not so fancy pants. And maybe a little bit bigger. Here's one that I'd rather use. All right. And I'll just make an envelope for it later. Yeah, that is much better. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim you to this size. Where's my this size thing? There it is. It's over on this side. I'll trim you to this size, and I don't remember what this size was. Well, I'll do it this way. So he's just a little bit wider than that. Oh, you know, I probably should have trimmed it before I cut it off, but it'll be fine. Let's see how close we are. Not too bad. I can trim that from there. Alright, with that said, now I can do the double-sided stick tape on the straight sides. I even like the back of this paper. It's really pretty. It's from that Mantra Wellness paper. I kind of feel like I'm in like this whole zen zone when I play with pretty pastel-y papers like this and ask myself, why don't I spend more time actually, oh, that's upside down, actually painting these papers myself? Then I'd really be in the zen zone. All right, and I'm going to line this up to the right. Let's trim this off first. And it's just a little teeny bit. I just can't handle it hanging off even a little teeny bit. One of these days I'm going to trim it off and I'll take the top right off. Just know that's going to happen. All right. Oh, we got to keep him. That's exciting. All right, we'll take you and load you up too. Take him just a little on the inside. And you're the same. Make like a little H and be happy. Oh, now I'm singing that song. Goodness gracious. Oh no, not even the smart happy songs of today's generation where they sing the oh so happy kind of stuff. I'm singing don't worry, be happy now. Do 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 do. Yep, that's what I'm singing. Ooh, and a pretty little card just became another pretty little card. And it looks like it's made by somebody else too. I should send this to a family member and they're like, oh yeah, she finally bought a card. It's a Hallmark card even, look at that. It's a Hallmark card by Maya Angelou. Oh my gosh, guys, I did it upside down. Can you believe I just did that? Monkey bull nuggets. I can't believe I just did that. No, I can believe I just did that. I can, which means I have to make you small enough to fit on another card, or I just take the face off. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Again, I did it again. It's not like I just did it for the first time. It's again today. Let's have another sip. Let's grab a piece of cardstock. And we'll go with a darker cardstock for this. And then I'll mat it and I'll make a really big card because that's what I want to do. All right. I'm making a mess now. Hey, crafty kitty. Wants me to say, aw, well tell him thank you. That's so sweet. All right, here we go. Real talent until he sees me do it upside down. Now he's going, shh, I can do that. Yeah. Now this card, oh look, I put it down too. This card is definitely making me chuckle a little bit. I don't want to measure it, I just want to tape it on and then cut it, and then if I put it here, it will fold backwards. If I put it here, it will fold proper. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to mess it up. I'm taping it on so I don't mess it up. My double-sided stick tape ran away again. If I had you zoomed out, you'd see how crazy this table is starting to look. It is getting crazy. Okay, now I will double check which way is the right side before I stick this down again. I promise you. And I love having a craft room again. I didn't have it when we lived on the boat, and I didn't have it when we lived in the condo. I was using the second bedroom, the guest bedroom, when we were living in the condo. And so I spent a couple of years not having a craft room, which was, it was perfectly fine. Okay, hold on, let me think about this again. Yep, it's the front if I put it on that corner. I have to think about this because if I keep talking. Oh, I bet you there's a lot of things. Well, there is one thing that's never upside down, and that would be a P-trap for plumbing. That is so funny. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it in a good spot. And then we'll get this toy out because I now feel like bringing out the toys. So this toy is gonna, oh, don't let me be loud. It's gonna let me fold it right there. That's where it wants to be. So now I will just trim this pretty little card. Hey, and you know what? Since I've been doing the same thing for a long time, which might bore some of you, what I could do is I could just make an envelope really quick for this card since we're just making it to the size of what I want the card to be. Because I'm not going to have an envelope this proper size. I need the cutter again. Oh, that's where I put it. Here you go. And oh my gosh, I have to eyeball this in the near dark. I can feel my fingertip to the edge. And there we go. And that one's done. And now I'm going to eyeball this one. Measurements. I don't want to fold out my ruler all the way. And now it looks like a card, doesn't it? See, and it opens up the proper way. No mistakes made. Now I'm happy about it. I will have to put an inner liner in it. Do I have anything pretty for an inner liner handy? Oh my gosh, wouldn't this be pretty? I was doing a junk journal for my daughter for her baby. For her to fill out for her baby, and I could totally put ledger paper in as what to write on. That is really pretty. So let's cut this to size and actually measure this one. If I can find my little cutter. Yeah, here we go. We're going to actually measure this one. No, I lied. We're not going to measure it. Okay, here we go. Yep. And then, how long do we want it? A little bit shorter than that. Oh, I have to measure it. I don't want to mess this one up because I'm liking this one. Dagnabbit, I have to measure it now. First, I want to see how short we want it. So the question is, how big did we end up making this? We'll pretend it's 4.5. So if I subtract to 4.25, then I want to see how good it looks on the inside. And yep, that's good enough. Now, how wide did I make it here? Please tell me it's not 6 inches, because this ruler hates 6 inches. And yep, I'm a little more than 6.5. So we're going to go to 6.25. And rather than going to 6.25 all the way, I don't want to have a headline to it. I want to spend it out. 6.25 now here. Yeah, I like that better. Too much white the other way. And oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't that make a pretty little liner? Yeah. And I would have glued it to the wrong side. That would have been hysterical. Oh, I guess it's at least good that we can laugh at our things like that. Okay. So now we're good. So in this one, it's going to have to be somebody that I know I can do a lot of writing to. And I'm going to use my double-sided stick tape. And one of the tricks that I do personally is I don't put tape on the whole thing. I only put it on part. And that's because I don't want to write over the tape. Like, it'll mess up pretty handwriting. So if I put it on the edge, I know I'm not going to write on the very edge, and I don't have to put it on the whole thing because it's going to stick. And so now my mistakey card looks like a pretty well thought out card. And I just want to make sure, let's not make any mistakes. There we go. Just want to make sure that we line it up. I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. Looks centered to me. That's the inside, that's the outside, and he's so pretty now. I like that paper though. Thriving is elegant. That's really pretty. I'm gonna use this paper on something. I've saved scraps for everything. It's just how it always is. Alright, I won't save that little scrap. Look at how well it matches this paper. Isn't that crazy? Just looks good. All in that same family of blur. Alright. I'm good with this. It needs something else. I wish I had my foam tape. I think I'll put this on the inside. Yep, that's what I'll do. Put you on the inside instead of having something on the outside. It says enough on its own. And what I'll do when I'm doing my writing is I'll use the front of my card to help me write something different to each person. You know, and if it's someone that really knows me, then I'll use the front of the card to help me find something punny associated with it. But this one's particularly religious, so I'll make sure this one's more formal too. Oh, I was going to show you an envelope. Let's make an envelope. What do I want to make the envelope out of? How about just a normal piece of paper? Oh no, that's not normal. That's big. It doesn't have to be fancy. I mean, you can make your envelope out of copy paper and it travels just fine. Here we go. So it's easy for you to distinguish. Ooh, I'm excited. Let's make an envelope out of resume paper. Let's do that. Won't that be, oh, exceptional resume paper. That's what we're gonna make it out of. Ooh, it's so pretty. Or you could see whatever their watermark is to brag about who they are. And you think I want to have your name on my resume if it was a resume? No, I wouldn't. What makes you think I want that? Okay, I have everything so organized on my desk behind my mess that I can't figure out how to push my resume paper back in. There we go. I just want to give you guys a glance at how crazy my desk is looking. Look at this. It's getting mad. All right, sorry. I had to do that. Now I'm never going to get you fully balanced again, probably. Okay, you have your card. It's like this. Nope, I'm not going to be able to wrap it here. Let me see, can I wrap you here? Yep, I'll be able to wrap you here. See, you're going to be wide enough as long as I can cross two lines here. I'll have a nice little bottom and a nice little top. So all I'm going to do, I don't need measurements for this. Oh my gosh, hello Creative Wings. All right, I don't need any measurements. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it around the card on the right hand side. You don't need any special tools. You just made a card and you don't have an envelope. Goodness knows this is what started me on my YouTube channels because I got frustrated forgetting how to make these envelopes. Now, you don't want to fold it on this line because it's so perfectly on that line. If they take it out, they'll have a hard time putting it back in. So I move it over just a little bit. How little bit? Well, for those of you who need numbers, go 1/4 of an inch. Am I 1/4 of an inch right now? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Something close to that. Then you use it to help you fold it again. Then you line up that bottom and top line and just fold it with your fingers. That's all you need is fingers. Then, now that I've done that, I want to fold up the bottom and the top in the same way. So I open it back up, I find my spot, and I fold the top over my spot. Okay? Over my card. And for me, the top of my card I want to be a little bit longer than the bottom of my card, but it doesn't have to be. And now I'm going to do the same for the bottom, but I'll do the same thing again where I push it down just a little bit so I give myself breathing room so it's not exactly the size of the card. And so I know a lot of you guys know how to make card envelopes using an envelope punch board, but even when I had an envelope punch board, I found myself not pulling it out of my stash. So I fold this out and I look at it. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to have the ability to see this, but what you have here is a rectangle that goes up to the fold. And on this side, you also have that same matching rectangle, and then these two rectangles at the top. What I'll do is I'll cut all the way to my fold line and not past it. Then I'll cut, actually instead of cutting up from the bottom, I usually cut down from the top. So then I'll cut a tiny, like here's my fold right there. Let me bring you up close. I'm going to cut this sliver here at a slight angle. Why a slight angle? Because then if you mess up just a little bit, it's not noticeable. And it looks good. So I cut this side as a slight angle, and you can see that I didn't even do it in the same order, and that's okay. So now my top is done, and we'll do the bottom in exactly the same way. Here's my fold line. I'm cutting just above my fold line. And I'll even change up how I do it. I'll do both sides, just above the fold line. And then I'll trim it in slightly. And again, just in case you can't see the fold line, here's my fold line. I cut right there. See how a tiny little sliver from the edge? If you guys are like, oh man, I really need to reference this again in the future, I do have a video where the only thing I teach, it's my very first video. The only thing I teach is this envelope. And it's one of my favorite little envelopes. Now, if you have a circle punch, which I don't think I have right now. Yeah, I don't have one right now. But if you have a circle punch, you just take your circle punch halfway through. And, ooh, I've never done a square punch. Let's do a square punch, see what it looks like. Right, you take your circle punch, but today I'm going to do a square punch, halfway through, and it gives it a more finished look right there. If it was a circle, you'd see what I mean, how it edges out like that. It also gives the person a place to pull the thing out. One of the things I personally like to do is, well, first of all, just on the inside, I'll trim this extra little bit off. Even on a circle punch, I would do that. The second thing I'll do is I don't want it to fold exactly to the line, so I'll trim it up just a little bit. Why? Because that's what I feel like doing. Right, and again, I'll take it about the same spot and trim it up just a little bit. And look, I even used big scissors, which are just normal Scotch scissors that I torture and use for everything. And we have an envelope. Now, personally, I do like to have the double-sided stick tape with the envelope. And the reason I like that is because then I can control its placement. So this is how you open it. I'm going to call this my left flap, and I'll call this my right flap. So I'm going to open it up, and on the outside of my left flap, I will put a strip. And why does this matter? Is because you don't want to accidentally tape to your card. Okay, so now you can see that when I close this, it'll glue over here. But then this will flap up. So on the inside, not the outside, on the inside of my right flap, I'll put a piece of tape. And if you messed up and did it backwards, or you just have to make sure one is on the inside and one is on the outside, and it'll be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. And I'm sorry that it's all white, because I wasn't really intending to do a video like this. Otherwise, I would have inked the edges all for you. Okay, here we go. And this is the bottom. And now we just look like a pretty little manila folder. And they look really cool, like if you're doing official info. Ooh, this feels really good on resume paper too. Ooh, that does feel good. Okay, so now, back to this pretty little card. You can finish off taping it however you want, put the seal. But for me, I just put one strip at the top. And I put a second strip just below it, but not too far because I don't want it to hit the bottom part. So then what I'll do is I'll just put it a little bit right there, because I don't want it to hit my card. And I don't always do it this way either. I change up where I put my strips. I sometimes just put them on the sides there. But I don't want to open it and seal it because I want to be able to write in my card before I send it off. And ding, my card fits with room left over. And you can actually still see their resume paper called South something. But it's all good. I'll put this guy in the back. Let's make another one. Should we do one like this off the birthday card and make it a Christmas card? How's my breath smell? Better than your butt? It's got to be made into like a Christmas card. Oh, what do I feel like doing in the Christmas? Let's look at this stack. Let's look at the big stack because I'm having fun with that one. Big stack. It's just, oh, this lady's fine. She's good to go. We could do our sweet yoga lady. I don't know what punny thing I'd put in there. Some Om quote. Is Faluke still here? She was so darn funny earlier. Oh, this is nice. We'll just do her. I don't want the giving tree. What do we have in here? You know what? I'm not going to care what we have. Oh, this is so cute. How come I haven't used this one yet? All right, this will be next after my lady. Okay, and I feel like her tree, she should be behind this tree instead. It's prettier. She could be taller than the tree. We'll see how it looks on a card. All right. Off to another card, and this one needs to be bright. And we're not going to do it backwards either. I'm sorry I got off on a tangent. But I like her really tall. We're going to stick with her. Oh, you know what? Forget the tree. She's going right here just like this, and we're going to kick her shoes off. And I don't even have to do any work with her. Okay. You don't see the presents. You need a little quote. And that really is a finished card. How simple is that? So let's take the finicky scissors, one of the 50,000 pairs I've put on my desk here, and get her a shoe. And she is definitely gonna need glue. And what I should do, what I think I'll do, is use matte medium for her. Yeah, I like her. And then just trim her off. Yeah, I'm whispering to myself. Sorry. This really should be raised up. So if I did this, If I did this on my own at a different point in time, I would definitely get some foam tape and raise that up. Huh. Too bad this Christmas tree is straight on this side. I'll save that for another one though. No, no green, no green. Let's go for... Let's go for a bow. Let me see if I can do just a simple little, no, I don't want to do a bow like that. I can do the 2 bunny ear bow. That's how my youngest daughter learned to tie. No, I do not like this at all. You're coming out. I can't do a tiny 2 bunny ears, and I don't want to sit in fussy bucket with a regular bow. So she's just going to go on here the way she is. And that's what I'm going to do. That's just how it's going to be. And matte medium it is. I'll get a piece of this as my background because I don't want to mess it up. And I use a water bottle. Keep my brush wet while I'm working. And yep, sometimes it'll stay in there for a day. But I will take it down tonight. And I am just thinking about where she's at and gonna paint it. That way I have a nice good seal. And I'll paint the top of her too. Trying to get her foot all the way to the edge. Set that there for a second. Come back with my little key. On magazine pages, when they're flimsy like this one, you don't want to push too hard because it does tear. Alright, so she's good. It'll curl up for a bit. I don't think I need to paint her down at the top because I think she'll be fine. You can if you want to. And I'm going to trim off the excess. And I'm okay with losing her presents. She doesn't need that many gifts anyway, but look at her cute little foot right there. Little nude shoe. Okay, and then right here, I'm doing my Happy Holidays, and I'm just going to paint this instead. I am definitely not a consistent person. And let's make this my last card because my internet just glitched again. And I'm just done with it glitching. It may not glitch for you because I'm using my cell phone to record it using cellular service. But my Xfinity, which I've been complaining about all day, is not doing what I want it to do. There we go, and that's done. So I can't even see what you guys are typing. So if you're typing something cute and adorable, or telling me that I did it backwards again, I can't tell. But it's all good. So with that said, since I can't see anything else, we'll consider that done, and I'm going to do just a really quick flip of however many cards I have. We're going to consider this done. Let's do a quick flip. Start with her since she's wet. So, my Happy Holidays lady. Sprinkles, frosting, snowflakes, and candy canes. Naughty or nice. Hope your holidays are extra fun. I love the glittery, I mean, if you can see that, it's so fun. Merry Christmas. And I made my last one super easy, didn't I? I don't even have a title for her. She needs a title. We'll add that later. This one is going to open this way. It's just a fancy hand with the ribbon right there. This is Penguin Oprah. Let there be peace on earth. Just an elegant, simple one. Wishing you joy as you welcome Christmas into your home and heart. This one is just a pocket card where there's a tiny Tim Holtz thing, and this person can actually reuse and finish using this maybe for a junk journal, because then they can actually just add this as a junk journal page. Open my card, flap out. I just got internet back. Open my card, flap out. Oh, I don't know. Just let it be. All right. I have the sleigh, the snowman, where it's kind of funny that peace is on earth, so peace on earth. I have the tag, and this one says ho ho ho, and he has a hole in the head. It says, you needed more stress like you needed a hole in the head. You know, that guy. Then this is my favorite one. This one says kindred spirit, and it has the light, and this is duct tape. That's silver paint. This down here is from a cosmetic thing in a magazine. I think it's about eye makeup or something. This is a shoe instead of a stocking hung at a fireplace. It says, if the shoe fits, and on the inside it says, we wish shoe a Merry Christmas. That was Faluke's idea. This one is share, and I do want to say something about sharing my Christmas with you or something like that, so that's what it'll be. And she's just inside of a door. Many of these came off of Christmas cards, though. This is a napkin that says, the perfect man. He's cool, well-rounded, and holds a broom. It's this Frosty the Snowman. This is a pocket card. I made this one last year. But then I used a card from this year that says, may you be inspired by the peace and hope of this beautiful season. And on this side it says, with all good wishes for Christmas and the new year. So I did find a lovely stuff. Oh no, I didn't make this last year because this ornament came off of this year. So this is from my card kits from this year that I gave to the Hartists. You remember when I made all those card kits? This one I think is from last year. It's just a little tag. This one says Joy to the World. This is also a magazine image. Another one, yeah, if it has the stuff inside, it's from last year. And these are just layers and layers of things, different style. I'm trying to get away from doing the same style all the time, but I do find myself doing it. Like this is a belly band. And then on the ones that are dark on the inside on the cards you see, this is how I will apply them, is either across the middle, like when there's text, because I know I won't write on the text. So then I'll put my tape across the middle. And then I'll stamp them first before I attach them. 'Tis the season to be jolly. If I really like the back side of the paper, I did them with 2 holes and attached them with string instead of tape. December to remember. Santa Claus is coming to town. When my kids were little, even if it wasn't Christmas, I used to sing Grandma Brown is coming to town when my mom would come visit. And this is just me organizing. All right, these 2 were done this year, just recently. That's just 2 magazine images, and this one is a cluster. Just a free-spirited card with whatever I felt like putting on it. And then here are the last three, and I'm sure you're sick of looking at my cards because I'm sick of looking at my cards. This one was Tonight with Santa sliding in his sleigh. That came from a magazine. This came from a card. Have a Joy-Filled Christmas came from a card. And these 4 penguins, either the same or different card because that's a similar red. And then this is the last one, done on a manila folder. And that's it. I'm done talking. Love you all. Take care.